Hello YouTube, it's SaneLink here, and today I have a theory video for you guys. What if Goku never came to Earth? Now the short answer is that Dragon Ball Z wouldn't be Dragon Ball Z, but I'm going to be discussing how characters would have changed and the plot points would have deviated from the original story. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like rating and subscribe to show your support. Let's get into the video. First off, let's talk about the impact that Goku never coming to Earth would have on the Dragon Ball story. Without Goku showing up on Earth, Grandpa Gohan would have never died. He would have survived till Bulma showed up, then he would have ended up giving her the ball due to her means of persuasion. But Bulma wouldn't have been able to get her hands on all of the balls with the Pilaf Empire and the Red Ribbon Army also looking for them. In her travels, she would have met up with Yamcha, who would have joined her and ended up in a similar relationship to what we saw in Dragon Ball. But without Goku being there, Yamcha would no longer have the desire to train and get stronger. More than likely, the Red Ribbon Army would have gotten their hands on the balls at one point or another, but in the case that they didn't manage to achieve their goals, and neither did Bulma, then Bulma probably would have ended up going back home and living her life as normal. Tien at some point probably would have realized that he was going down the wrong path, and eventually ended up joining Master Roshi. Like in the original story, Pilaf couldn't get the balls, so he would have ended up releasing King Piccolo. Then Piccolo would have found the rest of the balls and rolled over Earth. And to make this theory more interesting, let's pretend Piccolo was never revived, since him coming back kinda makes our theory a little boring. Now let's jump ahead to Z during the Saiyan Saga. In the Saiyan Saga, without Goku, Raditz wouldn't have come looking for him, meaning that Vegeta would have never come to Earth. So Nappa would have still been alive along with the rest of the Z fighters. Also, Gohan wouldn't have been born. And if we pretend that Piccolo was never released, then Tien or Krillin, depending on who you ask, would be the strongest Z warrior on Earth. For the Namek Saga, without the need to revive Piccolo and Kami to get the Dragon Balls back, they wouldn't have went to Namek, causing Vegeta to continue living under Frieza. Now I looked around and I have no idea how Frieza found out about the Dragon Balls. Maybe he listened in on Vegeta's scouter, but assuming that Vegeta and Raditz never went to Earth, Frieza would have also been clueless about the Dragon Ball's existence. As for the Cell arc, without Goku to destroy the Red Ribbon Army, Zoro wouldn't have turned himself into an android out of hatred of Goku. Although he may have still created 17 and 18, if they were released, it would be similar to the future Trunks timeline. They would murder Zoro and kill the few fighters remaining. In the Majin Buu saga, Babidi would have come to Earth to get Buu's cocoon, but after seeing how low the remaining life force of Earth was, he probably would have left in search of more energy to revive Buu. In Super's timeline, Super Saiyan would have never become a thing unless Vegeta found a way to unlock it, but I don't think Vegeta would have had the drive to get stronger. I also believe that he would be approaching a high enough power level to take on Frieza. Before he would get the chance to take him on though, Beerus, who stated in Super that he wanted to take out Frieza anyways, would have killed him. Now here's where the story could go one of three ways. A. Vegeta does nothing out of fear, remembering his father's fear of Beerus. B. Vegeta would try to challenge Beerus and die in the process. Or C. Vegeta would beg Beerus to train him, eventually becoming a Super Saiyan Blue. In Event A, Beerus may have spared him, hoping one day he'd become powerful enough to face him. Vegeta would be angered at the fact that he was shown pity, and that there were more people that were stronger than him. This could be what unlocks his Super Saiyan form. Event B would go pretty quick. Vegeta would attempt to fight Beerus and end up dying. In Event C, Vegeta puts aside his pride and asks Beerus to train him. These events would turn out similar to Dragon Ball Super, just without Goku. And somewhere along the line, Vegeta would become strong enough to become a Super Saiyan Blue. Although he would remain evil, he would also take place in the Universal Tournament arc and lose to Hit. And lastly, without Goku being on Earth, Zamasu wouldn't have taken his body. Zamasu would have killed Gowasu and started the Zero Mortal plan by himself. He would still be immortal, and then would go to Earth to kill the androids and the remaining humans that were on Earth. And that's what would have happened if Goku never came to Earth. It's quite a different story without Goku, and it's almost unrecognizable. Anyways, thanks for watching, please subscribe and leave a like, and I'll see you next time.